You right, shite fans? I thought I'd do a quick vid, or maybe not so quick, about traditional Raleigh roadsters, which I've got 4 variants of here. Raleigh made them between 1947 and about 83. We'll start with this one here. This is a 62 Triumph variant. It's a Triumph Palm Beach. I've only just got this one and it is in super original condition. Really lucky to get it. Didn't cost a lot of money really either for what it was. I think the only new things on it are the tyres and the sprocket and chain, which were quite surprisingly worn out. So it's obviously done quite a bit of work, but its condition doesn't suggest that. It's got a Miller lighting set. All works. 3-speed Sturmey Archer. Oh, this one's got a pain in the ass brake cables. The cables on this one are double-ended nipples, which is a bit of a pain, but these are in really good condition, so it's not a bother. Got a flamboyant chain guard on this, I quite like that. Yeah, nice bike. So that's a 62 Palm Beach. Moving right along to this one. This is a 1966 Sun Mist, a Sun variant. Raleigh owned, I say, most of the British cycle companies by the 60s, and they used the mark as a kind of badge engineering. BMC did the same with Raleigh, Wolseley, Austin Morris, what have you. So we'll have a look at this one. Sun Worksop. This is actually a Worksop built frame rather than a Nottingham one, which is quite quite interesting if you're a boring twat like me. Variations are nice little cable ends brazed on. 3 of them. The Raleigh ones don't have them, they make do with clips. I think that's probably it as far as the variation goes. The lugs are the same. It's got Weinmann aluminium calipers and brake levers rather than the standard Raleigh steel things. A GH6 front dyno hub. I added a, come on, focus you bugger. I added a connector in the wire because it's a pain in the ass unbolting these if you have a puncture, so it's just easier to unplug them. Sturmey Archer lights. I put an LED in that. It's unfiltered, so it probably won't last too long. Saying that, I've got some that was doing well, lasted quite a long time. And the horrible plastic egg on the back. So 1966 we were into plastic lights, which aren't nearly as nice. These pedals are quite interesting. I'm not sure if they're original or not. Sun was sort of a sporting brand, or marketed as the sporting Raleigh brand. Modifications. I've modified this one by fitting an S52 hub, which is quite good. Makes the gear range a lot wider. The grip shifter was original, so I fitted another grip shift this side to operate the left hand side of the hub. Saddlebag's not original. It's exactly the same built as that 62 one, but it's got a Raleigh logo from the 1990s, so it's something someone has added later on to it. Yeah, nice bike overall. Moving on, we got the old rod braked one. They made these by the absolute shed load. This must be the most common variant of the Roadster. This is badged as a Superb. It's a 1979, but I've added a lot of parts off of a 55. It just makes it more aesthetically pleasing. They'd sort of cheapened them up so much by the 70s. It spoilt them somewhat. So let's go and have a look. 4-speed on this one. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, that jumped because of the compensator spring tension. And this isn't going very well, is it? Right. It's first, second, third, fourth. Those of you who know Sturmey 4-speed hubs know they can be a pain in the arse. Pretty fussy, but this one works okay. I bought the wheels for a £5. Someone had partially stripped the rear hub and made a complete balls up of it. Luckily I had spare parts, so I was able to rebuild the hub. Front hub's got an oil port, stainless steel spokes and rims. Lovely. Lovely old rod brakes. Not especially effective and not at all effective in the wet. Sturmey light on her. Of course the rear hub is a dynamo hub again. That's called an FG4. So that's a 4 generator. F for 4, G for generator. Bag is a chassis. CH Osborne, I think the company was called, hence chassis. Lovely Brook saddle on there. Oh yes, nearly forgot. Got a locking fork on this one. Just got a handy little thing. Come on, that's it. In she goes. I'll show you that here, look. Not the best security device in the world, because you can just pick it up and carry it away, but there you go. It is what it is. That's a 79 55 hybrid. Most of the chrome parts are 55. The rest is 79. And this one here, this is the absolute last of the line. This is a 1983 Superb. Oh, hang on, forgot to mention about this. Look, chain case on this. Look, fully enclosed chain case. Bit of a pain in the arse for maintenance, but they look nice, and they keep your beige slacks nice and clean. So yeah, back to this one. This is an 83. Slightly different frame on this one to the others. This is a 24-inch, the others are 23s. I'm not sure if the geometry is different, but there's loads of little differences, like the way the cables are mounted with plastic clips. I think it's drilled as well. Yeah, that's quite a neat touch. It's drilled for the dynamo wires. Locking forks again on this one. Weinmann aluminium brakes. Apparently this was built as a Dutch export model, hence the dynamo on the fork in that position, because that's the way the Continentals like them. Doesn't have the full chain case, just a chain guard of the era. plastic brook saddle, lamp on the rear mudguard. I've done 100 miles on this bike in one day last year. It's just effortless. Lovely bike. So there we have it. Raleigh Roadsters, a shitesters guide. Oh, fork crowns. I'll show you some fork crowns just to bore you stupid. That was another way they differentiated them. Look, that's the Triumph one with the T. The Sun has an S. And Raleigh has its traditional dimple. Rudge's had a sloping shoulder. BSA had like 3 chevrons, like a sergeant's insignia. And Humber, they had a duplex fork with 2 blades each side, which are particularly pretty. I've got one in the shed, but that needs restoration. Right, cheers and gone.